Something incredibly practical, and honestly a real game changer. We are unpacking Dr. Alan Mendel's groundbreaking cellular oncology research and translating it into a clear, actionable daily schedule. Now, we know that if you're over 50, your body's cellular defense mechanisms naturally start to slow down. That's just biology. But what if you could organize your day to biologically support those exact defenses? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build a continuous, daily biological shield by mapping out 5 powerful habits, complete with clear, measurable steps you can start immediately.
Okay, let's dive right into this with a number that should really have everyone's full attention. A landmark 2022 Harvard study published in JAMA Oncology followed over 135,000 adults for 2 decades. They found that individuals who consistently practiced a specific cluster of daily lifestyle habits reduced their overall cancer risk by up to a staggering 61%. I mean, 61%. This isn't just some marginal improvement. This is a life-altering shift in your health trajectory. And we are going to break down exactly how to achieve it, chronologically, from the literal moment you wake up.
So, starting our daily schedule with the very first thing you do, waking up. It's so important to frame sleep not just as rest, but as an active, patrolling defense force. While you sleep, your body relies heavily on natural killer, or NK cells. These are basically your internal security force, constantly patrolling the bloodstream to destroy early-stage cancer cells. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. A University of Chicago study showed that getting fewer than 6 hours of sleep reduces your NK cell activity by 70%. Your security force basically goes on strike.
To see this in action, take Dr. Mandel's patient, Robert. He was 63 and proudly surviving on 5 to 6 hours of really fractured sleep. But after implementing a strict sleep protocol, his objective sleep trackers showed his deep, slow-wave sleep stages actually doubled. And more importantly, his follow-up blood work revealed his NK cell count increased by 38%. He massively boosted his cellular security force just by dialing in his sleep habits.
So the crucial point is how you actually do this. Your very first measurable step for the day, step 1, is to establish an anchor wake time. You commit to waking up at the exact same time every single morning, even on weekends. And yes, I know that means resisting the snooze button on Sunday mornings. But why? Because your wake time anchors your circadian rhythm far more powerfully than your bedtime does. Setting that morning alarm permanently locks in the biological rhythm your NK cells need to thrive.
Let's move to your morning routine and see how this builds. You're awake, and now we need to manage stress. Think of stress like a blaring biological alarm system in your body. When you're chronically stressed, your body elevates a hormone called cortisol. High cortisol actively suppresses the expression of BRCA1 and BRCA2, which are your 2 most critical DNA damage repair genes. Even worse, it triggers an inflammatory pathway that actively tells your body to keep damaged, potentially malignant cells alive rather than eliminating them naturally.
For a great example of this, look at Dr. Mendel's patient David, a 66-year-old retired executive. His cortisol rhythm was completely upside down, low in the morning, high at night. It created this state of chronic biological stress that completely suppressed his DNA defenses. But by simply integrating a short, mindful breathing practice into his morning, David normalized his cortisol rhythm. Within 6 months, his tumor-promoting inflammatory markers, specifically his NF-kappa B markers, which act like a master switch for inflammation, dropped by a massive 31%.
To biologically intercept this chronic stress, step 2 on our daily schedule is highly specific and measurable. You're going to practice exactly 12 minutes of 4-7-8 diaphragmatic breathing every single morning. That means breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8. Research out of Carnegie Mellon University confirms that just 12 minutes of this daily mindful practice can reduce cortisol levels by 26%. It is completely free, takes absolutely zero equipment, and biologically shields your DNA.
All right, as the morning turns into daytime, we reach your meals. Here, we really focus on a process called DNA mismatch repair. Think of these as your cellular proofreaders, constantly catching genetic errors before they become a problem. After age 50, this proofreading efficiency naturally declines by about 30 to 40%. The absolute worst thing you can do for this system is consume ultra-processed foods. They flood your cells with advanced glycation end products. Just picture those as biological rust that directly impairs your already weakened repair enzymes.
The immediate impact of changing your fuel is honestly wild. The National Cancer Institute found that ultra-processed foods independently spike overall cancer mortality by 28%. But look at Sandra, a 58-year-old patient. She had elevated inflammatory markers from a typical processed diet. By simply swapping out items like a packaged morning cereal for whole food oats and a snack bar for an apple and walnuts, her inflammatory C-reactive protein levels, which are a major alarm bell in the immune system, dropped by 44% in 12 months, and that was without any other interventions.
Now, you don't need to jump on an extreme restrictive diet to get these benefits. Step 3 is super achievable. Replace exactly one ultra-processed item in each meal with a whole food equivalent. Swap the processed deli meat at lunch for a hard-boiled egg. Swap the sugary drink for water. These aren't deprivation choices, right? They are calculated cellular protection choices that keep those DNA proofreaders working efficiently.
Okay, so lunch is done, and we're moving into the afternoon. Let's talk about purposeful movement. We are targeting a molecule called insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. After 50, chronically elevated IGF-1 acts like, actually, scratch that, it is a cellular fertilizer for cancer cells, just accelerating their growth. And being sedentary drives this hormone right up. However, moderate movement is proven to lower IGF-1 while simultaneously upregulating p53, which is your cell's absolute most powerful internal stop signal against malignant growth. You definitely don't need to be a marathon runner to trigger this. Take Eleanor, a 71-year-old patient who couldn't really do traditional gym workouts because of her arthritis. So, she simply added brisk walks after her breakfast alongside brief stretch breaks during the day. This simple, purposeful movement dropped her IGF-1 levels by 23% and significantly improved her immune cell counts, completely transforming her energy levels in the process.
So your clear, measurable step 4 is to take a 20-minute brisk walk immediately after your largest meal of the day. Research from Stanford actually confirms that post-meal walking specifically suppresses the glucose spikes that independently fuel cancer cell metabolism by up to an incredible 33%. You literally just need your own front door and 20 minutes to physically lower one of your body's most potent cancer-promoting hormones.
Finally, as evening falls, we reach what Dr. Mandel calls the absolute most important intervention of all, time-restricted eating. This activates an incredible cellular process called autophagy, which translates to self-eating. When your body enters a fasted state for long enough, your cells run a deep internal diagnostic. They actively dismantle and recycle damaged components, misfolded proteins, and pre-malignant cells. But if you're grazing from early morning to late night, you never trigger this vital cleanup cycle.
The crucial point here is getting enough consecutive hours away from food. Patient Michael had precancerous polyps in a 16-hour eating window. By simply tightening that window to 10 hours of eating and 14 hours of fasting, meaning his last bite of food was by 6 p.m., he completely resolved his low-grade dysplasia. Essentially, he reversed precancerous cellular changes. Even better, his clinical blood panels showed his autophagy biomarkers increased by 53%, and he did it all without counting a single calorie.
Time-restricted eating is basically considered the master lever of this entire schedule. Why? Because tightening your eating window acts as a central gear that biologically amplifies every single other mechanism we've discussed today. Closing your eating window early naturally lowers that IGF-1 growth hormone. It normalizes your cortisol stress rhythm. It drastically increases the depth of your slow-wave sleep for those NK cells, and it drops systemic inflammation. It just beautifully ties the whole shebang together.
So your final daily action, step 5, is establishing a consistent 10 to 12 hour eating window and strictly protecting it. That means if you start your morning coffee with cream at 7 a.m., the kitchen completely closes by 7 p.m. Nothing but water, plain black coffee, or unsweetened tea outside of that window. Your body takes over from there, running that incredible autophagy cleanup cycle while you sleep.
Tying the entire story together, here is your continuous cellular clockwork schedule. You wake up at your anchor time and do your 12 minutes of breathing to lower cortisol. At your meals, you swap one processed item for whole foods to protect your DNA. You take a 20-minute walk after your biggest meal to drop that IGF-1. And finally, you close your kitchen 12 hours after you started to trigger deep cellular autophagy.
So here it is, your exact, measurable action plan. What I really want you to take away from this is that achieving that 61% reduction in overall cancer risk isn't about exhausting yourself at the gym or starving on some fad crash diet. Not at all. It's about creating a consistent, targeted daily rhythm that biologically aligns with how your cells naturally protect, repair, and clean themselves. As Dr. Mandel always says, your cells are never fixed and your risk is absolutely not sealed. Every single morning is a brand new opportunity to shift the conditions inside your body. So I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to consider today. Which of these 5 habits are you going to commit to starting this week, and what is the biggest obstacle standing in your way? Think about it, structure your day, and take control of your cellular health.